Hi guys, Dr. Wendy Dearborn here, just checking in with everybody just to see how you're doing. Today is officially the first day of your integration process. Woohoo! You made 30 days. Today is the first day. And for everybody who is wondering, you can find more information about that in my book, Green is for Life. A simple guide to creating healthy, life-giving green smoothies. So today's day number 1. So I'm just checking in with you guys to see how you're doing. The integration process is something that you truly do need to make sure that you are vigilant on. Otherwise, you will become sick. It's the bottom line. And many people have experienced this, and based upon personal experience, which really is truly is why I wrote my book, because there wasn't a lot of information out there about the integration process. And there was some information out there about a green smoothie fast, but there wasn't a lot of information out there, which is what had led me to really write the book, because my integration experience was it was awful. Actually, I felt like I was poisoning myself, and I truly do believe that I was, and my body rebelled. But anyway, that's a whole story by itself. You can actually read about it in my book. Today, I wasn't actually going to do a radio show today, and about 30 minutes beforehand, I figured, oh, what the heck? And I thought that I would actually talk about the Green Smoothie Challenge and see if I could get any of the participants to, call in. And I was lucky enough for Karen Campbell, the owner of the Spirit Within You, which is located on 4780 West Ann Road, and that's Major Cross Street is Decatur, and that's in Las Vegas, Nevada, 89013. Don't quote me. I think that zips right. But anyway, Karen Campbell, the owner of the Spirit Within You, she was gracious enough, because I know she was actually in her store. So she was gracious enough to spend some time with us, about half an hour with us. And of course, Mr. Dearborn, yours truly's husband, he actually came on, and he really didn't want to, because he just doesn't like anything like this, like, what, me come on the radio? Oh, really, babes? But like everything, the wind beneath my wings, he supported me, and he phoned in, and they were both talking about their experience. And Dee was sort of saying to the guys out there, hey, look, you can do this. You can do this. Once you have the know-how, you can do this. As my husband would say, it's a piece of cake. So Karen came on, and she was talking about her experiences. And ironically, one of the things that she did say is that as today's day 1 of the integration process, she's going to try some dates to begin her integration process, because she really doesn't feel like coming off her green smoothies, which I can see that can really happen. I mean, that can really happen. And so when something like that occurs, what I say to you guys is to just try a really small amount of fruit. Just a really small amount of fruit. And I say, yes, go with the process, but try a really small amount of fruit, tiny. Maybe 2 slices of banana, a slice of apple, just very, very small amounts of fruit, and just see where you're at. Just see where you're at. So that being said, one of the things that both Dee and Karen shared was this whole thing about allergies. And Karen, very much like my baby sister, everywhere you go, Karen has Kleenex, and she said, in her bra, in her sock, wherever she could stuff them, because her nose was constantly running. And she realized after, forgive me, Karen, after day 10-ish, that she put on a jacket. And you can listen to the radio show. Actually, it's up on our website. You can listen to the radio show. So it's up on the page, the Green is for Life page. And she said, she put on a jacket she hadn't worn for a while, and she was like, what in God's name are all these tissues? What? And then she realized she hasn't been having that problem, the sinus problem, the ear, nose and throat problem, the drainage. She just hasn't been having it. Not at all. And the same thing is what Dee said, and he did say this on the page, that his allergies just gone. Myself personally, any sort of allergy thing I've had, it's gone, including everything that was going on with my skin. It's gone. So that was good. Karen spoke about being able to reconnect with her body temple, being able to reconnect and hear herself. One of the things that she said, which was so spot on, she could feel as your body cleanses out and you start being able to feel the food. She said it's like the food speaks to you. The energetics of the food speaks to you, and like you can feel it assimilating. You can feel the changes, the energetic changes going on in your body. Like you may feel tingling somewhere or something, and that's the energy making its way through. Very much like acupuncture, or as in my case, when I do reflexology, people can say they can feel the tingling, or if people are doing like healing touch, they could feel the tingling. It's the energy making its way through. And you can feel this with food. Dee spoke about this energy that he had. I mean, tapping into an energetic resource that I suppose he hasn't seen since he was a kid. So the energy, both spoke about the clarity of mind, and just feeling good. And unless you've actually experienced it, it is so hard to put in words. For everybody who's experienced it, I can sort of say, well, I felt so good inside. And they're like, yeah, I know what you mean. Now, everybody's experience is different. Everybody's experience is totally different. Everybody's. But the one thing that I do know, Karen was committed because she was trying to affect change with the ENT, with the ear, nose and throat problem that she was having with sinuses and allergies. For Dee, he was committed because he was really committed to me and my process. And in that process of the commitment, Dee worked out, and he did say this, that he'd like to do this again. He said maybe 10 days, maybe not. And he said, maybe I'll go longer. And I actually think that he will go longer based on how he has responded. But as I said on the radio show, and as I said on the video yesterday, that I have realized, one of the things that I have realized is that people have a difficult time wrapping their head around the concept of just drinking green smoothies for 30 days. A lot of people have concerns with things like protein, vitamin C. How do you get your vitamins? How do you get your minerals? Well, you get them from plants. Plants are a source, and at the risk of not going into this again, we've been sold a bill of goods, as I say in my book, that's erroneous. We've been sold a bill of goods that has lent itself to us buying food from the inner aisles of a store versus going on the outer edge of the store and only certain places on the outer edge of the store, and or to a farmer's market. But that's a whole nother story in itself. So anyway, I was just checking in with you guys today. I'm doing good on my integration process. As I said to you guys on Saturday, pushed the plate a little bit, got a bit of an upset stomach, but that has actually righted itself. I feel really good today. Checking in, let me know how you feel. And guys, I'm really looking for some answers to the questions that I gave you guys. What are you wanting from your relationship with food? And these are important questions to ask yourself. And what is your expectation? What do you expect from the food that you eat? This is something I'm looking for answers for. I'm just really, really curious. And I suppose I am looking for food not only to be delicious, because food for me needs to taste good. You know, as Walt said, if, you know, eating healthy means that the food doesn't taste good, then I ain't gonna eat healthy. Taste is a huge factor. Taste is a huge factor, and it cannot be negated. It's a huge factor in what you eat and how you eat. So that being said, for me, taste is important, and equally important is the nutritional value of the food. What is it going to bring to my table? I'm not interested in eating anything that is going to be detrimental to my body and to my health, to my mind, to my body, and to my spiritual and emotional connection. I'm not doing that anymore. And I'm very clear on that. I'm also, food is something that I recognize there are times when I gravitate to the color red, gravitate to the color green, and I'm going to go with that. And I kind of always have. But so for me, food, my expectation is that it is equally as nutritious as it is delicious. And I personally believe that you can have two. And it doesn't have to be, you know, sort of like some of the like just the granola stuff. It's like, really, dude? Really? I mean, there are so many herbs and spices and flavors and things that you can do with food, and it doesn't have to be cooked. So many things. It just doesn't have to be diced, sliced up vegetables put on a plate with a pinch of salt. That can be good too. But there's so much out there. Mint, spearmint, different types of mint. You know, thyme, different thyme. You got lavender flavored thyme. You got lemon flavored thyme. You know, all this sort of stuff. That's my nuts. I had some nuts before I came and did this. But anyway, guys, I'm rocking and rolling. I'll see you tomorrow. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't forget, drink your water, 32 ounces. Please, please make sure that you have some green smoothies. If you get stuck, call me. I'm Dr. Wendy Dearborn. Peace out.